Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. It's 6:15 a.m. here in Numancia, Aklan in the Philippines, and I'm getting ready to go on my morning walk. There's light rain this morning. I have my umbrella. It's nice though because it's cooler. I think we're finally getting done with the heat wave that hit the Philippines almost the past 2 months. I think we're almost past that now. You can actually start seeing some of the grass coming back here, turning green again. This morning, my topic is going to be lessons learned in the Philippines. These are things that I've learned over the years being retired here in the Philippines. One thing I've learned is motorcycle accidents are common here in the Philippines. I know many expats when they plan on coming or living here in the Philippines, they plan on riding motorcycles when they get here. I never rode a motorcycle before when I came here to the Philippines, so when we got our motorcycle, I tried to ride it without the sidecar, but I just didn't feel safe when I rode in the street. Dazzle and she would be in the back, and I was riding the front, and I just didn't feel safe. Motorcycle riders here in the Philippines, they're very aggressive. When you're on the road with them, you're almost riding side by side with them, and you really can't predict their moves because they just weave in and out of traffic. That's why I immediately got a sidecar for our motorbike, and I feel a lot safer riding it with the sidecar because you have stability, and I don't go very fast anyway when I ride our tricycle Bumblebee. Even my Air Force buddy Rick, he was here December and January on vacation. He's an experienced motorcycle rider in the US, and he told me he wouldn't dare ride a motorbike here in Calibo or here in our province of Aklan because he's seen how they ride motorcycles here. My recommendation is get a sidecar for your motorcycle. That way it'll be a lot safer to ride on the road. When you are on your motorcycle or even when you're on your car, one thing I learned here in the Philippines when regards to construction on the road. In the US, I remember when I drove there and you were coming up on a construction area, there's gonna be a lot of reflective signs. You got guys in a hard hat and reflective vests, and they're guiding you through the construction on the road. Here in the Philippines, you might see that sometimes, but more often, especially here in the province, you're not gonna see that. There's gonna be construction on the road, and they don't have those safety features. So what I do is I just drive super slow the minute I see construction going on the road. Especially if you're driving at nighttime and you notice that they did some construction on the road, just slow down and take your time because it will surprise you that sometimes the road will just suddenly end or no warning at all. There's a big hole on the road. So just be careful when driving at night here. Another thing that I've learned, in the United States, most of us don't really carry a lot of cash. Most of us in the United States, when I lived there anyway, I would just carry my debit card or my credit card. Here in the Philippines, you will be surprised of places of business that don't take debit or credit card. I'll give you an example. I went to the Medicus Cancer Institute last year for my radiation treatments, and It's a brand new facility. It had opened, I think, July of 2022, and I was starting my radiation treatments there in May of 2023. In my first appointment, I had to pay 22,000 pesos, or about $400. So I was thinking, hey, I'll just bring my debit card, because nobody really carries that much cash here in the Philippines. So I went to my appointment. They actually already hooked up an IV on me because they had to give me a contrast for the MRI that I needed done with the treatment. And they told me, after they hooked me up on the IV, they told me, go to the cashier and pay. So no problem, Dazzle and I, we went to the cashier. And when we got up to the cashier, they said, oh, we don't take cards, cash only. So that was a surprise to Dazzle and I. And of course, we didn't have 22,000 pesos at the time when we went to the appointment. So Dazzle, she had to end up going to the ATM and getting the cash from our ATM. And over the years, especially here in the province, like when we're going to a hotel, staying at hotels here in the province, it's common that they don't accept credit cards. So just be ready for that. If you're traveling here in the Philippines, or you're expecting that they will take credit cards, just don't be surprised that cash is what you need to bring. Speaking of cash, ATMs, especially ATMs here in the province, they have a tendency of not working at all on the weekends. So plan on that. Try to get your money during the weekdays, because oftentimes when the weekend comes Saturday, the ATMs are out of cash. There's an app here in the Philippines called GCash. If you can sign up for GCash, I would highly recommend it, because for me, GCash has been a blessing. It saves me a lot of time here in the province, because before, when I had to pay, let's say, my Calibo cable bill, I used to go to Calibo Cable and their office in Calibo and have to take a number and pay the bill there. Same thing with Akelco. Akelco is the electric company here in Aklan province. I used to go to the Akelco office in Lezo, Aklan, and that used to be, it would take me at least 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, just to pay my electric bill, because there's so many people paying their electric bill. So GCash has been a blessing, because now I can just pay it on GCash on my phone. Saves me a lot of time and headache. And most stores now, at the mall and even the sari-sari stores, they will take GCash as payment. Question comes up a lot on our channel and people messaging me regarding opening a bank account here in the Philippines. People that come here on a tourist visa. After 60 days on a tourist visa here in the Philippines, you will need to get an alien registration card. Once you get that alien registration card, you can open a bank account here in the Philippines. Not all banks will allow you to open a bank account with the ACR card, but plenty of expats have been able to get bank accounts once they got that ACR card on a tourist visa. It's just hit or miss. A lot of times what you'll have to do when you get to the area, just ask another expat, hey, where did you get your bank account? And more often than not, they'll be able to point you to the bank that allows you to open a bank account. Oh wow, I see a rainbow. I haven't seen a rainbow in a while. The last time I saw a rainbow was maybe 2 months ago when we were in Boracay. I filmed a rainbow on White Beach in Boracay Island. That's a real treat when I see a rainbow. For some reason, it gives you a good feeling when you see a rainbow. Another thing that I've learned here in the Philippines is Facebook groups is a good place to find rental housing here in the Philippines. It's a good start. Usually it's a good start to go on those Facebook groups, like for Kalibo, let's say. You can go into the Kalibo rental apartments and you'll find people there posting their rentals here in Kalibo, Aklan. You just have to be patient with people here with their ads, because the ads here have a tendency of lacking information. Don't be surprised if they don't even put the price on how much the rental property is. Also, as a warning, when you're talking to people online regarding their rental properties, make sure you're talking to the owner or the landlord. Avoid those people that act as agents. It's better when you talk to the actual owner or the actual landlord of the property that you want to rent. I can tell our area here is gonna start getting green again, because now we're getting rain now, because it had gotten so brown here. That's why we've had some brush fires, because all the grass had dried up so bad. But now it's starting to turn green again because of all the rain that we're getting now. Another thing that I've learned when Dazzle and I, when we travel, is we try to use Grab when it's available. When trying to get transportation, we try to avoid the taxis if we can. Grab is much better. Another thing that I've learned here in the Philippines, and I get a lot of questions regarding this here in the Philippines, is about power outages. Power outages in the Philippines is just a way of life. Scheduled power outages in our province here in Aklan, I can pretty much expect at least once a month we have a scheduled power outage. And then maybe another once a month of an unscheduled power outages. We've just learned to adapt to it. We have gotten a Blue Yeti power station, and so we can charge our gadgets and I don't lose internet. Also, we have multiple rechargeable fans. So we've learned to adapt to the power outages here in the Philippines. The only place that I could think that you might not suffer from power outages is if you live like in BGC in Manila, if you live in a condo in BGC, because they have generators there. Another thing that I've learned traveling here in the Philippines is when Dazzle and I travel around our province, when we go to Antique province or Iloilo or in Capiz, you can save on hotels by just walking in, especially if it's during the weekday. Most of your hotels here in the province during the weekday are empty. It's the weekends that they get booked up, because Filipinos like to do what's called a staycation here in the Philippines. Thank you for your continued support of our channel. Dazzle, Leanna, and I truly appreciate your support. Take care, everyone.